I ardently welcome the House to the 2022 Youth Parliament session. I hope each and every member will strive to maintain the decorum of the House. Today, the session will start with the swearing in of the new members. New members are requested to take oath or affirmation. Secretary General, please.
Ms. Ashrita Oja, who stands elected as a member of Youth Parliament from the Madhubani constituency of Bihar, will now take the oath or affirmation. Ms. Ashrita Oja, please. Madam, would you like to take the oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In Sanskrit, please. अहम आशिता ओझा या युवा सांसद सदस्यरूपेण निर्वाचिता अस्मि। ईश्वरस्य शपथं गृह्णामि यत् अहं विधिद्वारा स्थापितस्य भारतस्य संविधानं प्रति सत्यश्रद्धां सत्यनिष्ठां च स्थापयामि। अहं भारतस्य प्रभुतां एकतां च अक्षुण्णा रक्षिष्यामि। एवञ्च यत् पदं ग्रहीष्यामि तेषां कर्तव्यानां श्रद्धया निर्वहनं करिष्यामि।
Honorable members, we have assembled today after a long interval. It's my duty to inform the House about the sad demise of veteran and legendary singer Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar ji. She left for heavenly abode on 6th of February 2022. She was born on 28th of September 1929. Her contribution to Indian music industry in a career spanning of 7 decades and honorific titles like Queen of Melody, Nightingale of India and Voice of Millennium. She served the countrymen as a member of the Rajya Sabha also. We pay our homage to this great personality.
Honorable Speaker Madam and my dear friends, I would like to pay my tribute to Lata Didi, whose death has been deeply mourned by all. She was an incomparable stalwart in the world of singing and music. She gave her voice to varieties of emotion ranging patriotism, devotion, love, fear, anger, amusement, etc. The coming generations will remember her as a stalwart of Indian culture whose melodious voice has an incomparable ability to mesmerize people. She was conferred with many national as well as international awards like Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Dada Saheb Phalke Puraskar, etc. Her death is a great loss for the nation. I, on behalf of the people of my country, to convey my deep sense of condolence to her family.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, मैं आप और सदन के नेता माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी द्वारा समर्पित श्रद्धांजलि में अपने आप को भी सहयोजित करती हूँ। स्वर्गीय सुर सम्राज्ञी लता मंगेशकर जी को व्यथित हृदय से अर्पित करते हुए परमपिता परमेश्वर से प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि उनकी दिवंगत आत्मा को शांति प्रदान हो। उनका संपूर्ण जीवन ही पार्श्व गायकी, कला, संघर्ष, शुचिता, समर्पण, देश प्रेम, समाज सेवा आदि के लिए समर्पित रहा। उनके न रहने से देश प्रेम, समाज सेवा, राजनीति एवं संगीत कला में जो शून्यता उत्पन्न हुई है वह अपूरणीय है। मैं शोक संतप्त परिवार को अपनी संवेदनाएं प्रेषित करती हूँ। ईश्वर उनकी आत्मा को शांति प्रदान करे।
The House may stand in silence for a while to express our deep sorrow. Secretary General may convey the message of condolence to the bereaved family.
Yes, madam.
Prime Minister to introduce new ministers.
Honorable Speaker Madam, I have the pleasure in introducing to you and through you to the House the new ministers. Ms. Kavita Murmu, Minister of State Food Processing Industry, and Ms. Nushrat Parveen, Minister of Science and Technology.
Now the question hour starts. Question number 101, Mr. Arijit, please.
Will the Minister of Education be pleased to state of A. The plans of the government to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and B. What are the activities to be undertaken during the Abhiyan of Akam?
Minister of Education, please.
Honorable Speaker Ma'am, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative by the Government of India to commemorate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of the people, their culture and their achievements. Our Prime Minister inaugurated Akam celebrations by flagging off Dandi March from Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad on the 12th of March 2021. The Ministry of Education has planned a number of activities to commemorate this monumental occasion. Shikshak Par, focusing on the evolving role of teachers, has been organized. The programs and activities included under Akam are international webinar on India's unique toy-based pedagogy, essay competitions, seminars and cycle rallies. Schools are instructed to focus on Akam during assembly programs. Other activities include National Digital Educational Architecture School, launch of Vidyanjali portal, EBSP, Nishtha training, yoga quiz, online music competitions, Akam Innovation Week, Akam Youth Parliament, celebration of Rashtriya Ekta Divas, etc.
Supplementary question, Mr. Arijit, please.
क्या शिक्षा मंत्री जी ये बताने की कृपा करेंगे कि देश के विद्यालयों में विद्यार्थियों के संपूर्ण ई लर्निंग प्रक्रिया की जगह अब ऑफलाइन शिक्षा देने के प्रस्ताव का ब्यौरा क्या है एवं हाँ कक्षा शिक्षण को डिजिटल मीडिया द्वारा बदल दिए जाने की कब तक संभावना है?
शिक्षा मंत्री जी.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, क एवं ख ऑनलाइन शिक्षा की सुविधा के लिए 17 मई 2020 के आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान के तहत पीएम ई विद्या नामक एक व्यापक पहल शुरू की गई है। हम शिक्षा के लिए एक बहुपद्धति पहुंच को अपनाने जा रहे हैं। इसमें हम शिक्षा के डिजिटल, ऑनलाइन एवं ऑन एयर प्रयासों को एकीकृत कर रहे हैं। दीक्षा एक राष्ट्र एक प्लेटफॉर्म स्कूली ई लर्निंग का बुनियादी ढांचा है और इस पर कक्षा 1 से 12वीं प्रति कक्षा के लिए QR कोडित पाठ्य पुस्तकें भी उपलब्ध है। हम निर्धारित स्वयं प्रभा टीवी चैनल, रेडियो, सामुदायिक रेडियो, CBSE पॉडकास्ट एवं शिक्षा वाणी का व्यापक उपयोग करने जा रहे हैं। डिजिटली एक्सेसिबल इंफॉर्मेशन DG एवं NIOS वेबसाइट अथवा YouTube पर सांकेतिक भाषा में विकसित नेत्रहीन एवं श्रवण बाधित छात्र छात्राओं के लिए विशेष सामग्री भी उपलब्ध है। हालांकि संपूर्ण ई लर्निंग प्रक्रिया को ऑफलाइन या उसके विपरीत बदलने का कोई प्रस्ताव नहीं है। धन्यवाद महोदया।
Supplementary question, Mr. Rajguru, please.
धन्यवाद महोदय। आज विश्व जलवायु परिवर्तन, पर्यावरण प्रदूषण, पर्यावरणीय निम्रीकरण जैसी अनेक समस्याओं का सामना कर रहा है। ऐसी समस्याओं का सामना करने में विद्यालयों की बड़ी भूमिका हो सकती है। मैं शिक्षा मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं कि क्या हमारी सरकार विद्यालयों में हरित विद्यालय अभियान को प्रोत्साहन दे रही है? यदि हाँ, तो संबंधित ब्यौरा क्या है?
शिक्षा मंत्री जी.
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, हमारी सरकार पर्यावरणीय समस्याओं का सामना करने हेतु विभिन्न स्तरों पर कार्य कर रही है। विद्यालय भवनों को पर्यावरणीय निम्नीकरण के कुप्रभाव से बचाने के लिए हरित विद्यालय की संकल्पना की गई है। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षक अनुसंधान एवं प्रशिक्षण परिषद NCERT ने इसके लिए आवश्यक दिशा निर्देश एवं दस्तावेज सरकारी एवं निजी विद्यालयों में जारी किए हैं। इस दिशा में कार्यरत विद्यालयों को सरकार पुरस्कृत भी कर रही है। हरित विद्यालय निम्न बिंदुओं पर कार्य कर पर्यावरण हितकारी कदम उठा रहे। पहला, ऊर्जा संरक्षण एवं नवीकरण। दूसरा, विषाक्तता न्यूनीकरण एवं अच्छी वायु गुणवत्ता। तीसरा, जल गुणवत्ता में सुधार एवं संरक्षण। चौथा, हरित विद्यालय परीक्षा। पांचवा, आंकड़ों का आंकीकरण एवं कंप्यूटरीकरण। अध्यक्ष महोदय, हमारी सरकार हरित विद्यालय की संकल्पना को साकार करने के लिए सभी आवश्यक अवसंरचनाएं एवं सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराने को कृत संकल्प है। धन्यवाद महोदय।
Now, question number 102, Mr. Riddhajit, please.
Will the Minister of Finance be pleased to state of A, whether the rate of unemployment in the country has risen to second level during the pandemic, and B, the measures taken by the government to cope with the increasing demands of work, and if so, details thereof.
Minister of Finance, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, our government has launched AQES Surveying April 2021. The data on unemployment is collected through Periodic Labour Force Survey PLFS conducted in 2019-20. The details of LFPR 53.5, WPR 50.9 and unemployment rate 4.8% in 2019-20. Ma'am, employment generation coupled with improving employability is the priority of the government. The Government of India is encouraging various projects and schemes like Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Yojana MGNREGS. The Government of India has announced Atmanirbhar Bharat package to provide stimulus to businesses and to mitigate adverse impacts of COVID-19. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Kaushal Yojana, etc. are various initiatives of the government to generate employment opportunities.
Supplementary question, Mr. Riddhajit, please.
A, whether the increasing impact of cryptocurrency has likely to affect the economy of the country along with the common people, and if so, B, the measures taken by the government in this regard during last years.
Minister of Finance, please.
RBI has been cautioning users, holders and traders of virtual currencies with a public notices on December 24, 2013, February 1st, 2017 and December 5th, 2017. That dealing in VCs is associated with potential economic, financial, operational concerns on the destabilizing effect of cryptocurrency on the monetary and fiscal stability of a country. For examining the issues of VCs, the government had constituted an interministerial committee which submitted its report in 2019. The IMC report further examined and a bill on the cryptocurrency and regulation of official digital currency is under the finalization for the consideration of the cabinet.
Supplementary question, Ms. Sheshi, please.
क्या वित्त मंत्री जी यह बताने की कृपा करेंगे कि मंत्रालय तथा इसके अंतर्गत आने वाले उद्यमों द्वारा आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव मनाने के लिए आयोजित होने वाले कार्यक्रमों का ब्यौरा क्या है? ख, आगामी दिनों में इस संदर्भ में कौन-कौन से कार्यकलाप प्रस्तावित हैं?
वित्त मंत्री जी.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, वित्त मंत्रालय आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मनाने के लिए कई स्पर्धाओं और कार्यकलापों का आयोजन कर रहा है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस पर फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट, वृक्षारोपण अभियान, राष्ट्र निर्माण में करों के योगदान पर वेबिनार, कर प्रशासन का भविष्य, आदर्श वाक्य चित्रकारी निबंध प्रतियोगिता, रक्तदान शिविर, सफाई अभियान आदि कार्यकलाप केंद्रीय प्रत्यक्ष बोर्ड एवं इसके क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय द्वारा आयोजित किए गए हैं। राष्ट्रगान स्पर्धा, मादक द्रव्य सेवन निषेध, शहीदों का पुण्य स्मरण, आत्मनिर्भर भारत पर विचार गोष्ठी वेबिनार का आयोजन किया गया है। ख, आगामी दिनों में विभिन्न कार्यकलाप जैसे भारत विकास और आर्थिक सहायता योजना सभा, वर्चुअल ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर राउंड टेबल, माइक्रोसाइट का शुभारंभ, बाजार के माध्यम से धनोपार्जन पर सम्मेलन, प्रदर्शनी आयकर विभाग की कहानी पर कॉफी टेबल बुक का शुभारंभ, साइक्लोथोन, कोविड योद्धाओं का सम्मान, नाटकों का मंचन, ई व्याख्यान, वित्तीय साक्षरता प्रतियोगिता, वृक्षारोपण, वाद विवाद वार्ताएं, सांस्कृतिक आयोजन इत्यादि के कार्यक्रम प्रस्तावित हैं।
झूठ है, आप भ्रमजाल में हमें ना उलझाएं।
Silence, please. Now, question number 103, Ms. Jyotsna, please.
Will the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change be pleased to state of A, whether the government is aware of Kolkata in the grip of rising air pollution and multi-pollutant crisis? It appears Kolkata soon bears country's pollution capital crown from Delhi. B, if so, whether the government has assessed the impacts of increased air pollution on the health of the people?
Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam. A. Air pollution is a serious concern in our country. Our government is aware of a WHO report which states that Kolkata is one of the most polluted metropolis in our country. It reveals an alarming trend that Kolkata air quality is declining faster than Delhi's. Kolkata emits 14.8 million tons of greenhouse gases and it is second contributor in terms of per capita CO2 emission. Kolkata's average air quality index has been 295 ppm during winter months last year. Out of 59 days in January and February 2021, Kolkata's pollution level was worse than Delhi's on 32 days, according to WBP-CB. It also noticed rise in PM 2.5, PM 10 and concentration at alarming level. B. Various organizations and institutions from time to time have been publishing estimates of mortality morbidity attributable to environmental pollution based on models, simulations and extrapolation. There is no conclusive data available in the country to establish direct correlation of disease death exclusively due to air pollution. Health effects of air pollution are synergistic manifestations of many factors.
Supplementary question, Ms. Jyotsna, please.
Will the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change be pleased to state of A. The concrete steps and action plans which have been initiated by the government to curb air pollution, and B. The steps government is taking or planning to take to promote the production and consumption of green crackers for Diwali 2021.
Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, please.
Respected Madam. A. Our government is much concerned about the control, reduction and abatement of air pollution building measures. The Graded Response Action Plan GRAP and National Clean Air Program NCAP have been introduced for tackling the problem in comprehensive manner. Our ministry is coordinating with other states and holding meetings with officials on regular basis. The need of the hour is to make Netherlands cycling model as an alternative mode of transport in India. Our steps include in this regard increasing green cover, notification regarding dust mitigation, ambient air quality standards, setting up of monitoring networks, introduction of clean fuels, taxing polluting vehicles, ban on burning biomass, leaves municipal wastes, promotion of public transport, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, etc. B. Speaker Madam, with an objective to control air pollution due to bursting of firecrackers, a consortium of CSIR laboratories is engaged in study to modify the constituents of firecrackers with a reduced potential source of particulate matters at least 20 to 30%. Green firecrackers were demonstrated to manufacturers, petroleum and explosive safety organizations and Central Pollution Control Board at CSIR NEERI. Firework industries licensed by PESO have already started manufacturing fireworks with the new compositions. Thank you, Madam.
Now, question number 104, Mr. Snehansh Yadav, please.
अध्यक्ष महोदया, जो ये कहते थे कि मैं सूरज हूं, करूंगा रोशनी, पर उनके आते ही अंधेरा और गहरा छा गया। दुष्यंत की एक रचना भी याद आती है, कहां तो तय था चिरागा हर एक घर के लिए, कहां चिराग में असर नहीं शहर के लिए। सरकार देशवासियों को देश की आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव एवं विश्व शक्ति बनाने की बातों में उलझा रही है, जबकि सच्चाई तो यह है कि इन लोगों को अनिवार्य चिकित्सा सुविधाएं तक नहीं दे पाई। देश की पवित्र नदी गंगा चिकित्सा के अभाव में मृत सैकड़ों शवों के प्रवाहित होने की मूक गवाह है।
Come to the question, please.
अध्यक्ष महोदया, कोविड-19 वैश्विक महामारी की दूसरी लहर ने सरकार की चिकित्सा व्यवस्था की पोल खोलकर रख दी है और आज यह प्रश्न मैं नहीं बल्कि उन सभी विधवाओं की सुनी मांग और अनेक माताओं की सुनी गोद भी कर रही है, जिनके अपने चिकित्सा के अभाव में काल कवलित हुए हैं। इस संदर्भ में मैं स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्री जी से यह पूछना चाहूंगा कि देश में कोविड-19 ओमिक्रॉन किस्म के मामलों की स्थिति क्या है? ख विश्व स्वास्थ्य संगठन की रिपोर्ट के आधार पर कोविड-19 ओमिक्रॉन किस्म के मामलों के बारे में राज्यों एवं संघ शासित प्रदेशों को क्या दिशा निर्देश दिए गए हैं?
स्वास्थ्य व परिवार कल्याण मंत्री जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदया, का 20 जनवरी 2022 तक के आंकड़ों के अनुसार देश में 3.17 लाख लोग प्रतिदिन कोविड-19 संक्रमित हो रहे हैं। कुछ राज्यों जैसे महाराष्ट्र, राजस्थान, दिल्ली, पश्चिम बंगाल, कर्नाटक, गुजरात, केरल, आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना इत्यादि राज्यों में ओमिक्रॉन किस्म के मामले ज्यादा मिले हैं। रोग निवृत्ति दर 93.6% से अधिक है। ओमिक्रॉन से अभी तक एक मृत्यु की पुष्टि हुई है। ख विश्व स्वास्थ्य संगठन के अनुसार मौजूदा सीमित साक्ष्यों के आधार पर डेल्टा वेरिएंट की तुलना में ओमिक्रॉन तेजी से लोगों को संक्रमित करता है। ओमिक्रॉन की नैदानिक गंभीरता पर अभी सीमित आंकड़े उपलब्ध है। रोग की गंभीरता को समझने के लिए और अधिक डेटा की आवश्यकता है। स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय ने जोखिम के मूल्यांकन के आधार पर मौजूदा दिशा निर्देशों की समीक्षा की है एवं राज्य एवं संघ शासित क्षेत्र में आवश्यक दिशा निर्देश जारी किए हैं। केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय अन्य हितधारक मंत्रालयों के साथ समन्वय एवं सहयोग से कार्य कर रहा है। समुदाय में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय यात्रियों की सख्त मॉनिटरिंग करना, पॉजिटिव यात्रियों के संपर्कों का पता लगाना एवं 14 दिन का अनुवर्तन, पॉजिटिव नमूनों को जीनोम सीक्वेंसिंग के लिए भेजना, जहां पॉजिटिव मामले अधिक हो उस क्षेत्र की मॉनिटरिंग, कोविड-19 जांच अवसंरचना को सुदृढ़ बनाना, स्वास्थ्य अवसंरचना को सुदृढ़ बनाना, पीएसए संयंत्रों को आरंभ करना, कोविड-19 वैक्सीन की तीव्र कवरेज सुनिश्चित करना, कोविड-19 उपयुक्त व्यवहार सुनिश्चित करना इत्यादि। अध्यक्ष महोदया, हमारी सरकार देशवासियों को हर संभव स्वास्थ्य सुविधाएं एवं सेवाएं देने के लिए कृतसंकल्प है।
Silence please. Now question number 105, Miss Anjali Kumari please.
Will the Minister of Planning be pleased to state of government action plan regarding country's development in 2047?
Minister of Planning please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, the Centre is readying an action plan for India at the rate 2047, when the country will complete 100 years of independence, with 10 sectorial groups of secretaries being tasked to draw up a blueprint for the future-ready India. The sectorial groups have been told to develop systems, regulations and policies to leverage human capital and spirit of enterprise and promote ease of living. They have been told to work on promoting spirit of cooperative, competitive federalism, leverage India's market size, Bharat trains, Sainik school for girls, e-commerce platforms for SHGs would transform India into a vibrant, dynamic economic power. Ujjwala Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana for housing, Jan Dhan bank account, Digital India, government nutrition programs are some of the initiatives fueled with the spirit of making India capable to face the challenges of the future. Education is the pivotal instrument for the development of any country. Our government has formulated new education policy that aims at making India a global knowledge superpower. This policy will lead to groundbreaking changes in the fundamental framework of education. Madam, our government has launched Make in India, Skill India, Smart Cities, Navami Gange, Swachhata Mission, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, etc. initiatives and schemes that will contribute to navigate through the period of Amrit Kal and build India as a resurgent, dynamic, prosperous superpower in the post-COVID era. Thank you.
Miss Muskan Rani, please.
Respected sir, a serious breach of privilege has been committed by the leading newspaper of New Delhi while commenting on the recommendations of Joint Parliamentary Committee. The paper has attributed dishonest motives and I request you to allow me to raise a question on that matter now.
Is it? Really, it is a matter of great concern. But you cannot spring a surprise on me like this.
I have already given notice of it at 10 a.m. today.
The matter will be examined and then I shall let you know my decision. Now, papers to be laid. Minister of Electronics and Information Technology to lay papers on the table along with the audited accounts.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table, first, the copy of the annual report, Hindi and English version of the
Sir, I beg to lay on the table a copy of the annual report, Hindi and English version of the National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, Noida, for the year 2020 to 21 and 2021 to 22.
Secretary General to report the message from the Upper House of Youth Parliament.
Honorable Speaker, sir, there is a message from the Upper House of the Youth Parliament that the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2021 has been approved by the Upper Chamber on its sitting held on the 31st of July 2021.
Secretary General to lay on the table a copy of the bill as passed by the Upper Chamber.
Sir, I lay on the table of the House a copy of the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2021 as passed by the Upper Chamber.
Honorable members, I have an important announcement to make on my own behalf and on behalf of the honorable members of the House. I have a great pleasure in extending our warm welcome to His Excellency Mr. G.L. Peris, Foreign Minister of Sri Lankan Parliament, Muhammad Fazal Rabi Mian, Deputy Speaker of Bangladesh Parliament, and Mrs. Deepu Moni, Education Minister of Bangladesh, who are on a visit to India as our honored guests. The high-powered delegation arrived on 15th of February 2022. They are seated in the special box. We wish them a happy and fruitful stay in our country. Now, let us take up the calling attention motion. Ms. Dipannita, please call the attention of the concerned minister.
Respected Speaker, ma'am, I rise to draw the attention of the Jal Shakti Minister towards the dreadful water crisis in our country and the steps taken by the government to face the ticking time bomb of water crisis, as about 100 million people across India are on nationwide water crisis.
Honorable Minister of Jal Shakti, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, I agree with the scenario pointed out by Honorable colleague. Our government has created a new ministry as Jal Shakti Ministry to focus on this crisis, for which rupees 2,826 crores have been allocated. The aim of Jal Jeevan Mission is to provide piped water to every house, Har Ghar Jal, by 2024. Its main aim is to give stress on river linking and water recycling investment plans at micro-level innovative schemes with rooftop rainwater harvesting. Various projects, plans and schemes in this regard have been initiated.
Ms. Dipannita, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, water, the vital spark of life, is must for our life sustainability. The Rig Veda compares water to Amrit in glittering terms. Apsu antaha amritam, apsu bhesajam. It is the matter of gravest concern that such life-giving, abundantly found natural resource is diminishing fast in our country. According to Central Water Commission reports, almost 2/3 of our reservoirs are running below normal water level. Respected ma'am, we are fast approaching a climatic apartheid where only the wealthy can afford basic resources in the face of fatal droughts, famines and heat waves. By 2030, the water demand is projected to be twice the present supply, which gives me a great doubt about the reversal of water diamond paradox theory. We all are aware about the critical water crisis of parts of Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Odisha, Bihar, etc. Hundreds of thousands of residents of Chennai wait in line each day to fill their pots at government water tankers. According to Niti Aayog report, every year about 2 lakh people die due to polluted water supply. The expected degree of water scarcity will account for 6% loss in India's GDP. Declining underground water table, severely polluted and shrinking major rivers, untrustworthy monsoonal rain will lead to frequent droughts, scarcity of drinking water, poor sanitation and health conflicts over water. Speaker ma'am, if we fail in our duty to conserve our shrinking, dying water bodies, our future generation would never forgive us. I want to know why government has turned deaf ears for alarms of danger.
Miss Kanishka, please.
अध्यक्ष महोदया, मैं आपकी शुक्रगुजार हूं कि आपने मुझे ध्यान आकर्षण प्रस्ताव पर बोलने का अवसर प्रदान किया है। गंगा भारत की अति महत्वपूर्ण नदी है। इसकी महत्ता धार्मिक एवं आध्यात्मिक दृष्टिकोण से ही नहीं बल्कि आर्थिक, सामाजिक एवं सांस्कृतिक दृष्टिकोण से भी है। भूमंडलीय तापन, पर्यावरण प्रदूषण, जलवायु परिवर्तन, वनोन्मूलन जैसे कारकों के चलते गंगा की उद्गम स्रोत गंगोत्री पीछे की ओर हटते जा रही है। एक अन्य अध्ययन में 2030 तक गोमुख हिमानी की विलुप्ति की आशंका भी जाहिर की गई है। गंगा के जलस्तर में 0.2 मीटर की औसतन गिरावट देखी जा रही है, जिससे इसकी गुणवत्ता चिंताजनक रूप से प्रभावित हुई है। जल में आर्सेनिक, लेड, फ्लोराइड इत्यादि भारी तत्वों का संकेंद्रण भी हो रहा है। अध्यक्ष महोदया, कोई नया मंत्रालय बना देना समस्या का समाधान नहीं होता। सरकार केवल कुछ योजनाओं का निर्माण कर हाथ पर हाथ रखकर नहीं बैठ सकती। उसे इन चुनौतियों के समाधान हेतु संवेदनशील होना होगा, अन्यथा ऐसी स्थिति न आए कि माननीय मंत्री महोदया को जल का स्रोत पृथ्वी पर लाने के लिए एक बार फिर से किसी अन्य भगीरथ की आवश्यकता पड़ जाए।
Miss Neha, please.
Speaker Madam, I am very thankful to give me the chance to speak. I can better express the painful plight of water crisis and suffering of people because I too come from the same soil of Vidarbha, Maharashtra, where hundreds of farmers have committed suicide. The cotton cultivators compelled to commit suicide and that of sugarcane thrust to become laborers. The water from dam is supplied to such sugar mills which are owned by those political leaders who are involved in deciding the agricultural policies of the state. On the other hand, the actual needy farmers are severely longing for drops of water. These are the plights not only for our state but also many states. Respected Madam, some states like Bihar, Assam, Bengal face the catastrophe of floods regularly. The death toll is increasing. Honorable Minister, ma'am, why the government does not take permanent and precautionary measures to tackle the national disasters like floods and droughts?
Miss Priyanka, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, गंगा नदी भारतीय सभ्यता के विकास का केंद्र एवं भारतीयता की पहचान है। गंगा के जैव विविधता पे गंभीर संकट उत्पन्न हो गया है। उपलब्ध तथ्यों के अनुसार गंगा में 2000 प्रजातियों के जंतु एवं वनस्पति पाए जाते थे, परंतु गंगा की संकोचन बेसिन क्षेत्र में भौम जल स्तर में गिरावट आने के कारण गंगा में पाए जाने वाले पशुधन, जीवों, फसलों एवं प्राकृतिक वनस्पतियों पर नकारात्मक प्रभाव दृष्टिगोचर हो रहे हैं। आपदाओं के दुष्प्रभाव से ग्रस्त आम जनता राहत की वाट जो रही है और आपकी सरकार योजनाओं का पिटारा लेकर आंकड़ों का राग लापने में व्यस्त है। विकास योजनाओं के निर्माण के वक्त इसके जैव विविधता का ध्यान रखना ही होगा। मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, माननीय मंत्री जी से ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि गंगा के जैव विविधता में कमी को रोकने के लिए सरकार ने कौन से कदम उठाए हैं या इन जीवों के पर्यावास के संरक्षण हेतु सरकार की कौन सी योजनाएं प्रस्तावित हैं?
Honorable Minister of Jal Shakti, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, I'm thankful to all members who've raised their concerns in the calling attention motion. Our government is responsible, responsive and sensitive towards the problems of the common people. Jal Shakti Abhiyan is a time-bound mission mode, a water conservation campaign focusing on various aspects like rainwater harvesting, renovation of traditional water bodies, reuse of water, recharging structure, watershed development and intensive afforestation. Speaker Madam, already initiated holistic project Namami Gange is a success for cleaning and rejuvenating the holy Ganga and its tributaries. Now, we've also included sub-tributaries rivers with the allocation of rupees 20,000 crores. As far as natural calamities like droughts and floods are concerned, we humans do not have control over it. We have taken various measures to control its impacts. Speaker ma'am, this aim can be achieved only when these efforts take a form of Jan Andolan and mass awareness. अध्यक्ष महोदया, वर्तमान स्थितियां तो पूर्व की सरकारों की देन है। इस संदर्भ में मुझे तो मिर्जा गालिब का ये शेर उचित प्रतीत होता है। उम्र भर गाले भूल ये करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी, आईना साफ करता रहा।
कृपया शांति बनाए रखें।
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, our government has taken enough effective initiatives to predict most of the natural hazards with fairly high degree of accuracy by the help of advanced technology. Our steps include establishing Rashtriya Bar Ayog, preparation of master plan for flood control and management, Central Water Commission, regulation of settlement of economic activities in flood-prone areas, constituted Ganga Flood Control Commission, Indo-Nepal Bilateral Mechanism, National Water Policy. The IMD provides great assistance by predicting and monitoring drought conditions. The government has undertaken measures like afforestation, soil conservation, disaster subsistence, crop contingency plans, advisory to states, crisis management plans, etc. These have been our concrete steps to combat this crisis. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, to please introduce the Central Vigilance Commission Act 2021.
Madam, I beg to move for the leave to introduce the Central Vigilance Commission Amendment Act 2021.
The question is that leave to be granted to introduce the Central Vigilance Commission Act 2021. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against may say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. So, leave is granted.
Madam, I introduce the bill.
Now, the House will take up the Right to Recall Bill 2022. Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Respected Speaker, Madam, I beg to move the Right to Recall Bill 2022 to be taken into consideration. That the bill to provide effective prevention of corruption, misconduct, and crime in politics, and for matters connected therewith or incidental there to be taken into consideration. Madam, everyone knows this famous quote of Abraham Lincoln: democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. If people have the right to elect their representative, they should also have the right to recall them when they are engaged in misdeeds or fail to fulfill their duties. Respected Madam, the important provisions of this bill are as follows. 1. Any citizen of India over 30 years of age can pay a deposit same as MP election to the district collector and register himself as PM candidate. 2. Any citizen of India can walk to Patwari office, show his voter ID, pay ₹3 fee approves at most for PM position. 3. A citizen can cancel his approvals any day as well. 4. The Patwari will put the preferences of the citizen on the PM's website with the citizen's voter ID number and his preferences. 5. On every first of the month, the secretary will publish the approvals of each candidate. 6. The approval counts of the PM may be counted higher of the following: A. Number of citizens who have approved him. B. Sum of votes obtained by the MP who have supported the PM. 7. If any candidate gets approval of over 15 crore citizen voters and 1 crore more approvals than the existing PM, then the existing PM may resign and ask the MPs to appoint the approved person as new PM, or the MPs may elect the approved person as PM. 8. If any citizen wants a change in law, he may submit an affidavit at the DC office, and DC or his clerk will post the affidavit at the website of Prime Minister for a fee of ₹20 per page. 9. If any citizen wants to register his opposition to this law or any section, or wants to register yes or no to any affidavit submitted in the above clause, then the Talati will enter yes or no and give him a receipt. The yes or no will be posted on the website of Prime Minister. The counts are not binding and the final decision will be of the PM. Honorable Speaker, Madam, I am very confident that all honorable members will welcome the Right to Recall Bill 2022. With these words, I move the Right to Recall Bill 2022 to be taken into consideration.
Ms. Kanishka, please.
Respected Speaker, Madam, I rise to oppose the proposed bill. The recall system undermines representative democracy. Accountability of the representative compels them to exercise correct judgment. Many policies may require unpopular short-term pain in the higher taxes, spending cuts, new laws that restrict personal behavior in order to achieve long-term benefits. The politicians' constant look over their shoulders in fear of recall petition will never dare to undertake necessary but painful reforms. Speaker, Madam, Praja ke adheen Raja, the recall procedures can be easily abused. In marginal seats, they can just be a way for sole losers to try to overturn a valid election result, leading to a permanent campaigning at the expense of good government. Powerful private interests such as rich lobby groups or media magnates can use their influence to attack politicians they dislike, promoting recall petition to advance their own agenda. Adhyaksh Mahodaya, only making law is not enough for eradicating corruption. It is not only a disease but also a communicable disease. विपक्ष का काम सरकार को सवालों के घेरे में लाने का ही नहीं बल्कि सच का सामना कराने से है। धन्यवाद।
Miss Anushka, please.
अध्यक्ष महोदया, मैं प्रस्तावित बिल के समर्थन के लिए उपस्थित हूँ। जी हाँ, भ्रष्टाचार एक संक्रामक रोग बनकर हमारे देश को दीमक की तरह खोखला करते जा रहा है। हमें इसके मूल पर ही प्रहार करना होगा। हमारे देश में चुनाव 5 वर्षों के बाद आयोजित होते हैं। इन 5 वर्षों में अयोग्य एवं अनैतिक आचरण वाले राजनेता देश एवं देशवासियों का बड़ा नुकसान कर चुके होते हैं। जनता भी 5 वर्षों के बाद इनकी कुकृतियों को भूलने लगती है। प्रत्याशी जनता का ध्यान अन्य मुद्दों की ओर भटका देते हैं। शायद ही कोई चुनाव होगा जिसमें प्रत्याशी के पूर्व के रिकॉर्ड्स का ध्यान रखा है। जनता का समर्थन राजनीतिक दलों के प्रति समर्थन को प्रदर्शित करता है। राइट टू रिकॉल बिल जन विश्वास को पुनर्स्थापित करता है एवं सक्रिय नागरिकता को प्रोत्साहित करता है। राइट टू रिकॉल मतदाताओं के लिए पारितोषिक होगा जिससे वे अपने जनप्रतिनिधियों पर पैनी दृष्टि रख पाएंगे। यह भारतीय लोकतंत्र के लिए वरदान साबित होगा। धन्यवाद।
Miss Aparna, please.
Speaker, ma'am, I stand to oppose the bill. The MP of the ruling party has definitely highlighted the advantages and need of the right to recall bill, but she has forgotten the dangerous disadvantages aspects of the bill and its expensive cost. Example of California vote 2003, which cost $50 million. It will create an additional burden to the election commission and for the politicians too. Honorable ma'am, recall system is also offensive as they imply that all politicians are crooks who need some kind of parole procedure. In addition, too much focus on very local interests can make politicians very parochial and lead to block necessary reforms. Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Farhana, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, if the cost was priority, we should never hold elections at all. Ultimately, we have to be willing to pay the price of democracy. In a well-run system, a recall election should not cost more than a few rupees per voter easily, less than the bill. Unethical or incompetent politician may run up at the public expense. Madam, this will lead to harder working politicians with high ethical standards. It will also prevent them from selling out lobby groups and party whips. Ms. Speaker, ma'am, Lord Acton has said, the power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, the recall election is a need for our. It will certainly check the corruption and misconduct in politics. I support the proposed bill. Thank you.
Miss Astha, please.
अध्यक्ष महोदया, जो हमारे विद्वान साथी रिकॉल व्यवस्था के पक्ष में बातें कर रहे हैं और उसे भ्रष्टाचार निरोधक बता रहे हैं, उन्हें यह जानकारी होनी चाहिए कि इसका काफी दुरुपयोग किया जाता है। वास्तव में ज्यादातर मतदाता निर्धारण को प्रभावित करने हेतु किया गया है। उदाहरण स्वरूप यूएसए के 2003 के रिकॉल चुनाव, जहां पर ग्रे डेविस के बारे में भ्रष्टाचार या अयोग्यता का प्रश्न नहीं उठाया गया, उनके राज्य के कर्ज की समस्या का समाधान, शक्ति उपभोक्ताओं को संभाला जैसे नीतियों के कारणों से मतदाताओं ने उन्हें नापसंद किया। उनकी दीर्घकालिक नीतियों एवं उनकी सफलताओं को बिना परखे ही उन्हें रिकॉल मतदान में घसीटा गया। अध्यक्ष महोदया, एक बहुप्रत्याशी रिकॉल चुनाव में 45 से 50% मत पाने पर भी पदासीन व्यक्ति पदच्युत हो सकता है एवं उसका उत्तराधिकारी मात्र 30% या उससे भी कम मत पाकर पदासीन हो सकता है। क्या इसे लोकतांत्रिक जीत कहा जा सकता है? इससे तो सुशासन की बात अपरिहार्य रूप से खतरे में पड़ जाएगी। इसलिए मैं इस बिल का पूर्णतः विरोध करती हूँ।
प्राइम मिनिस्टर प्लीज।
Respected Speaker Madam, regarding the provisions made in Right to Recall Bill 2022 brought forth by the government, some MPs have raised objections and concerns, but I do agree with the bill. This bill has been brought forward in the response to the public outcry demanding a stronger bill to eradicate corruption and misconduct from the politics. This will deepen the roots of democracy, raise inclusiveness, and encourage active citizenship. It is the demand of common people, different groups, and organizations. The right to recall will make our political system more responsible and responsive towards the needs of people. If many countries of the world have adopted, why don't we? Having recall mechanism focuses the minds of elected representatives and ensures that they keep the interests of their constituents. Not only will this lead to bring harder working politicians with higher ethical standard, it will also help them to prevent selling out to lobby groups and party whips. Allowing recall election will help us to restore faith in politics and reduce criminalization. Madam, it is a great tool for ensuring greater accountability, reducing arbitraries of representative, and strengthening direct democracy. Woodrow Wilson's quote could well sum up the spirit of our motto. You are not here merely to make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply with a greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. Our three keywords, RPT, reform, perform, and transform, is the key mantra to build a stronger economy for a new India in near future. लहरों को साहिल की दरकार नहीं होती, हौसले बुलंद हो तो कोई दीवार नहीं होती। जलते हुए चिराग ने आंधियों से ये कहा, उजाला देने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, उजाला देने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। जन कल्याण हमारा उद्देश्य था, उसी पथ पर हम अडिग हैं। I take this opportunity to draw the attention of this House that this Legislative Council can end many problems of the politics and make our nation stronger. Dhanyavad.
Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, I'm very grateful to Honorable Prime Minister and other members of the House who have given their valuable thoughts regarding the bill proposed. I hope I have satisfied most of the queries raised by the members in my speech. I request the House to pass the bill, please.
The question is that the bill relating to right to recall be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now, the question is that Clause 2 to 9 stand part of the bill. There is one amendment by Ms. Aparna. Are you moving it?
No, ma'am. In the view of the reply given by the minister, I am not pressing my amendment.
Now, the question is that Clause 2 to 9 stand part of the bill. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Clause 2 to 9 stand part of the bill. Now, the question is that Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title stand part of the bill. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Madam, I move the bill to be passed.
Motion moved that the bill is passed. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now, the House is adjourned for today. We will meet again tomorrow at 11 a.m.